So Jameson, you are 21 years old.
Yep.
And you are from China.
I am.
Awesome. When did you move here?
I actually moved here when I was like 3 years old.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
3.
Yes. So basically, what it is that my mom, she was a pretty big church person. So what happened was like a pastor came in and told her that there was some kind of calling or whatever out in the sky or something, and that she saw that my mom would have 2 kids, but they weren't going to be hers, they were going to be adopted or whatever. This was basically back when she was in her, I'd have to say, teens, and she didn't really know what the future was. She was kind of just out partying and doing her thing in college, so she was like, oh well, whatever. And funny enough, in the future, when she became like an adult and graduated, what happened was that the church had an adoption agency come in, and they were basically handing out little things of like children that would love to be adopted, and my mom saw that as a calling. So when I was 3, that's when I met my mom, and yeah, ever since then I've just been living here in Florida with our nice weather that rains every day. So yeah.
So your mom, she had a calling to adopt 2 children, you said?
Yes.
And did she end up adopting another child?
Yeah, she actually adopted my sister before me. So I have an older sister.
Is she from China as well?
Yes, she is from the southern part of China, and I am a northerner. So that's probably why I love the cold more than my sister does. But I love the beach though, so I'm glad that I moved to Florida instead of like any place that doesn't have a beach. I was planning on going to college, but ever since I was like in middle school, I don't know, I really loved HGTV and stuff, and I was a huge fan of like the Property Brothers. So I was like, you know what? I have the money, I might as well just take the leap, and then I went into real estate.
What do you like to do for fun?
For fun? I like to go drinking with my friends. That's pretty fun. I kind of have to like, basically when I was young in high school, me and my friends would go out and night drives to like downtown and stuff. And there used to be this like huge train downtown. I don't know if you remember it. It was like a little, I don't know, it was like a little big train. It got moved to a museum, but we would basically just climb on that every night and then just like party there.
That's at the beach?
Yeah. As long as this, if this isn't being shown to the cops, you know. If it is, I'm just.
Well, there's a statute of limitations on that.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think you're clear.
Just in case, you know, by law, it was actually my twin brother.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly I was there.
What do you hope to do with your career?
I hope to at least sell a house. I know that's one of my major goals. That'd be nice. Sell or help someone buy a house. I just like showing people the houses and the whole process.
So have you traveled much out of Florida?
Yes. I used to go like every year back to China and visit the Great Wall and stuff. They also have a little modern thing, I guess, a little slide you can go down if you climb too high, and that was my favorite part of the wall. We can go down a little slide.
So there's a slide on the Great Wall of China.
Yes, you get to ride in a little like a tube thing or whatever, and you get to slide all the way down.
Is that originally part of the wall, or is that later?
I don't think that's what the emperor had in mind, to make a little theme park out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm sure it probably was added on there. But yeah, it was pretty fun.
What do you think has been your best life lesson you've learned so far?
My best life lesson?
Yeah.
Probably not rub your eyes after eating hot sauce.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I went to a Buffalo Wild Wings and I was like, man, I'm tearing up from all this hot stuff. So that was a good lesson I learned.
So did you do that on purpose, or like how'd that happen?
I don't know. It was young, and then I was like, when you eat spicy stuff, you tear up and have a lot of snot coming out. And yeah, I learned to use a napkin. So
How young were you?
I was probably like 8. I love spicy food, so yeah. Step closer to looking like Leonardo DiCaprio.
So Jameson, I follow you on social media. You're a pretty funny guy. I saw that you had said that you had spent the majority of your life in a wheelchair. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
So how were you able to overcome that?
Lots of wheelies, but mostly, yeah. So funny thing is, one of the main reasons in China that my mom adopted me was because the doctor there said that there was no hope for me to ever walk again in China. And my mom's one of those people where she'll hear stuff, and if she doesn't like it, it'll probably go out the other ear. So she'll most likely, she thought like, okay, well, that's not happening. So she took me all the way to America, and we were able to find like a doctor who looked at me and he said, okay, I want to try something. And he went in and did his little surgical magical stuff, and I was actually able to walk again. So yeah, and that was all when I was about 3, and I had I believe like 17 surgeries. But yeah, funny enough, the last time I went to China was when I met with my doctor, the Chinese doctor who said I wasn't gonna walk again. And you know, I just did a backflip in front of him, and he was like, "Wow, yeah."
Wow.
Nah, I didn't do any cartwheels
Just
in front of him.
because, just to prove it was wrong.
Yeah, I was hopping on one leg, you know, just I ran up a wall, did parkour, but yeah.
What was his reaction to that?
He was really impressed. He was like, "Wow, I never thought I would see you walk." So yeah, it felt pretty good.
And why do you think that the doctors in China just said it wasn't curable, but when you came to the States, was it just something that they don't practice over there? Or?
Well, I think it was honestly, I think America, it was like years ago, so they had just way better stuff. And also a huge collaboration happened, because when I went to America and the doctor was like, let me think of something, he basically pulled together like every doctor from every state, and he wanted to talk to them and be like, hey, you know, like, this is like a really rare case. What could we do, basically? And he kind of took all that knowledge in. And yeah, I mean, I remember like one of the surgeries, it was like, it was pretty filled with doctors. There was a ton of doctors. There was, yeah, they were just all there basically to help me.
Do you ever get back in touch with your birth parents, or is that anything that you've ever explored?
I've never really explored it. I do know the adoption agency does like a little thing where you could get in touch with them. I never really thought about it. I always thought of my adopted mom as my real mom, so I never really found a need to, you know, meet my real parents. So
You have such a great demeanor about you. You're always happy, and you've been through more than the average person. How do you stay in this mind frame of just, you know, looking for the best in life?
I just make a ton of jokes. I know in high school I applied for the track team, so that was pretty funny.
That was a joke to apply for the track team, or?
I was serious. I told them like, hey, I could wheel faster than these people could run, you know, if you let me on. But apparently, you know, I can't like, you know, I can't outrun, or I can't outwheel the runners, you know. I get it though. I don't want to steal the light from them, so.
So you were in a wheelchair in high school?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was the speed racer. You know, funny enough though, the dean actually, I got I got in trouble once because I went down the hallways too fast. So I don't know.
Speeding.
Yeah, I didn't know she had a speedometer in her pocket or something, but yeah.
She clocked you.
Oh yeah.
She had that radar gun and she got you.
Yeah, she did. And then on top of that, I did a ton of tricks on my wheelchair. My most famous one was always the wheelie. But then I would do called the one-wheel drive, where I just tilt my wheelchair and then I roll with just one wheel.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So say that again. What is a one-wheel drive? I have to know.
So I physically move my body to like one side, and it tilts towards it tilts towards one of the wheels on the wheelchair. So I'm basically like, I don't know, if you're like driving a car, right? And then I don't know, you ever seen like Fast and Furious or whatever? They tilt their car, and then it's only going going on two wheels. I'm just doing that with one. So
You think you could still do that?
oh yeah, definitely. If this chair had a wheel, I'd show you that.
So how long have you been out of the wheelchair?
Out of the wheelchair? Just a couple years.
Well,
Do you hope to stay in Jacksonville your whole life, or is there somewhere that you'd like to move to eventually?
Oh, I couldn't stay in Jacksonville my whole life. I'd have to go, I want to go somewhere like, it either has to be, I'm never in between. It either has to be really peaceful or it has to be the big city.
All right, Jameson, are you ready for the rapid fire questions now?
Yeah, I'm ready for the family feud. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Favorite food?
Yeah, sushi.
Favorite color?
Purple.
Favorite place to eat in Jacksonville?
The sushi steakhouse, Japanese steakhouse.
Favorite brand of shoes?
Timberlands.
Beach or snow?
Beach, always.
Blonde or brunette?
I can't dye my hair to both, so I'd have to go brunette.
All right. Cat or dog?
Dogs, always.
All right, Jameson, thank you so much for coming in today, man. You're awesome. I loved hearing to get to know you. You have an amazing story. Thank you so much for visiting House of Shaves. And we're going to put down where everybody can find you if they want to contact you, get in touch with you. We'll put that all in the description below. And thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for the Leonardo DiCaprio haircut.
Yeah.
product in there for you?